Hey guys, and welcome back to Our Deepest Fear with your host, Romza. Wow, what an incredible few episodes it's been with Dennis, the deep insights and conversations that I got to have with Dennis and Tyler, who some say is almost like a modern day superhero, saving people from slavery. Dimitri, all the fun we had with him, just an incredible human being overall. And Tanner, what a fun dude. What a deep story. What a deep story of entrepreneurship and just, like being who he wanted to be. We have a lot of new episodes coming out soon. I've been having a lot of incredible conversations with incredible people, and I'm excited to share those with you. Comment on Facebook or Instagram and tell me what are some things that you want to know? What are some things that you would have liked to have known from those people? Love to hear. Yeah, I'm just excited to jump in and share with you. So let's jump into today's episode. And today's episode is called 5 Ways I Reduced My Anxiety. I'm sure there's an infinite amount of ways to reduce anxiety. I have tried hundreds, if not thousands, of ways to deal with my anxiety over the years. These are the things that have been foundational pillars in getting rid of my anxiety and living a life that I truly enjoy living. The first one, move daily. Start where you are. Start moving daily. Start moving and working towards a body that feels good. Some things that you can focus on is definitely long walks. If you haven't moved in a long time, long walks are a good place to start. Learning how to sit in a full primal squat for extended durations of time. Hanging is incredible, and it takes time to work your way up to it so you can keep your toes or your feet on the ground and just keep your arms overhead. And moving your spine. Moving your spine is really, really, really important. There's a Chinese proverb that says, "You're as old as your spine." It's very, very important to have a healthy spine. And it takes time to get to a healthy spine since our modern day culture is not really creating processes and systems to have a healthy spine. So start where you are and just start moving. The second way is journaling. I learned a journaling process from The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And there's a process called morning pages. And the morning pages are you waking up and writing 3 pages of stream of consciousness. So basically, whatever comes into your mind goes straight into your finger or through your mind, straight into your finger. And you write for 3 pages nonstop, just keep moving the pen, and then you go about your day. That, for me, was better than any therapy that I've done. And it might not be visible right away. You might not feel it right away, but a month, 2 months in, it was crazy. It was like something shifted because there was no wall between me and my journal, but there was a wall between me and my therapist. The third way is creating and sticking to a sleep schedule. I used to be a night owl. I used to come home at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes. 5, 4, whatever, late nights living in New York. And then over the years, I remember when I was teaching jujitsu, I was going to sleep at like 3 or 4 still because I was trying to figure out how to run an online business. And overall, like I considered myself a night owl. And I was just exhausted throughout the day. I was running on fumes. I was running on coffee. I was running on energy drinks. And I didn't feel like I thought I could, especially with all the training that I was doing. I was just like exhausted and depleted. I was getting injured. And fast forward to now, I usually go to sleep from like 8:30 to 9:30, and I wake up at 4:30 to 5:30, and I feel better than I've ever felt. And I don't know, I think it's a myth that some people are early birds and some people are night owls because as humans, we're very adaptable and we can allow our bodies to adapt to doing whatever. And I'm not saying that my sleep schedule is the best sleep schedule, but I'm saying that a sleep schedule is good. Like having a sleep schedule, whether maybe you sleep during the day and you hang out at night. I don't know, but I do know that having a sleep schedule is very healthy for the human organism. And also, I read in one of Paul Chek's books or posts where he was talking about if you go to every hour that you go to sleep before 11 a.m. counts as, I mean, 11 p.m. counts as 2 hours, which is crazy. And it takes time. And it takes time to build the sleep schedule. Like this is 12 years later, and I wake up on my own and I want to go to sleep on my own. And there's some things that I do that have helped me over the last few years prepare for sleep. Dr. Stern's Relax formula has helped to lower my cortisol levels in the evening and start helping me like wind down for bed. And I've been taking this other formula called Sleep Through. I think it's by Gaia. And I take one of those and two relax formulas at night, and I conk out. I am out like a rock. And then I just wake up fully rested. The fourth one is spending time in nature. I grew up in Brooklyn. I didn't really spend much time in nature. I spent a lot of time outdoors, but it was in the urban jungle. It wasn't nature. And when I moved to Costa Rica, I still didn't really spend a lot of time out in nature because it was hot and there was mosquitoes everywhere. And I don't know, I just didn't really get into the nature there. Like the climate didn't resonate with me, or maybe I didn't resonate with the climate. I don't know. But I do know that when I moved to San Diego, I started to spend a lot more time in nature. I would go out into the mountains. I would hang out by rivers, and then now I moved to Vegas a year ago, and I've been spending a lot of time in Red Rock and Lake Mead, and it's crazy, like going out on a hike, just bringing water and a little bit of food, like by myself or with somebody. It's like resetting. It's like a reset. Nature has helped so much, just like sitting down and just breathing or walking around, just like being in nature, in the magnificence of what has been created before us. It's just, for me, it's like a connection to my roots, and I really appreciate it. Just last week, I went dry camping in Utah in the mountains, and it was what a amazing experience. Just being out in nature, no people, no technology, just enjoying nature and enjoying human connection and a fire and the stars. At one moment, like I felt like the stars woke me up at like 4 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning. I don't know what the time was. I think it was around there, and it was so many stars. It was as if they woke me up, and it was just so magnificent. It was more magnificent for sure than any material possession I've ever owned or had. The fifth one is meditation. Meditation is a really powerful tool. I've been practicing meditation now for a while, and at first it took a little bit of time to get into it, but just committed daily practice has been so transformative. If you want to start somewhere, there's a book called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind by Shunryu Suzuki, and it's an incredible book that just gives you the foundations and just some thoughts on basic meditation principles and Zen as well. So, thank you guys for listening. This was 5 ways I reduced my anxiety. Remember to subscribe, remember to share with somebody that you want to share this with. Have a beautiful day or beautiful evening whenever you're listening to this. And remember to be grateful.